everyone! I'm over here being stumbled upon by Ryan and Greg Tech New Horizons. Now, did a few things on the stream that unfortunately did not end up well, but let's go ahead and go over what was done. We ended up doing the exact thing that I said I was going to do, most likely either on stream or off camera, and that's making all of the basic machines. Okay? And the only thing missing really is the assembly machine, and we're going to get to that here shortly. I just wanted to show off that I did do what I said I was going to do. Now Ryan's been playing Dwarf. See, he's right there.
Hello.
And Ryan's made himself a hole. Because he is a dwarf and he lives in a hole. Diggy, diggy hole. Diggy, diggy, diggy hole. Yep. He didn't just make a hole. He made a frickin' ravine.
Oh, there is also a ravine below us.
Oh, is it? Great. Great. So that's been going on with that. We got rubber sources going on, and I thought what we would do today is just have a really quick episode and make an assembly machine. Because, like, I was just going to make it. Just, like, say YOLO and make the thing. But then I was like, if I do that, certain people are going to beat me half to death. So, I do have circuits here. I have the plates so that I can make the casing. Do I have some... Oh, I have just enough. So yeah, we're gonna get the casing made real quick. That doesn't take much. Just plates, wrench, some wire. And then we gotta make a, I said what, was it 10 motors, right?
About that, yeah.
And we got a few things. I'm just gonna store it right here for now, because Ryan pretty much knows that if I have stuff in here, it's being safe. Alright, so we get 2 wire per ingot. I need 10. I got enough for 2 pumps here. So 16 ingots of copper is going to be needed into wire. We'll just drop that in there. And yeah, I just basically have a single steam turbine connected to our steam setup. One other thing I ended up doing is connecting pumps and wooden pipes to pull the Creo into a tank. It's not being used yet. Although, Ryan has been talking about creating a liquid fuel boiler. So we'll see if he does it. I'm leaving that to Ryan.
Well, there's 2 choices, really. You can have a liquid boiler and it'll make steam for your steam turbine, or we can burn the creosote in a combustion engine. Choice is yours, really.
Well, I would say we could do the Creo combustion, but how much EU does the Creo use as a semi-fuel?
Let's have a look.
Like, how much per bucket will we actually get out of that? Not saying it's not viable. I'm simply saying, you know, we got to do calculations because we got to be producing enough to upkeep it if that's what we do.
makes 8,000 EU per bucket. Oh wait, a semi-fluid generator.
So 8,000 EU.
Yeah.
You understand that means we're gonna be just burning through that.
Okay, we'll go with Steam then.
So yeah, Steam seems to be the best way, because if we pump it into the Steam thing and then move the Steam around, that seems to be the best route. The other good thing about that is if we just have Steam go to various places, like to various tanks, and we have like a big boiler set up feeding all the different tanks, we could limit our EU loss with the cables that way.
Oh, and just transfer Steam instead.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we don't have chunk loading, so the boilers for each building should probably be pretty close to the building. But
So it's almost like they should be in the building.
oh, I mean, you know. All right, so I got the rods going that we're gonna need. What else am I gonna need for the motors? 10 cable. I got 15. I need 20 just for the motors. I think it's time I just do a run of cable. Like, I already know I'm gonna need at minimal 12 rubber sheets. So we'll set that right there. So let's make another 16 cable. I should be able to safely run this and this at the same time. Yeah. I didn't even realize you were actually making rods. What did you make the copper rods for?
To make the barrel upgrades.
Okay.
The question is, Hatch, with all your crafting, once you are done, will you have any circuits left?
No.
Right.
Nope. Nope. I have 4 circuits, and this is going to take exactly 4 circuits. However, once this is done and we start making, I'm going to need to make a fluid extractor for it, and then we can start alloying. I believe it is tin and zinc
Soldering iron.
to make the soldering alloy. So I do have a rather happy pup next to me because he got a big old beef bone today. So he is quite content with himself, but he is now circling around, which makes me think he's getting antsy. Good thing this is going to be a quick episode. Nobody likes an antsy puppy. Alright, so this is still... Yep, here he comes. And the whole world is probably hearing him right now, grunting in the background. We're almost finished, Rook. So while we're waiting on the last rods, let's go ahead and get the magnetic rods made. 404. Redstone not found. Alrighty then. Let's see if the crushed redstone I had is still in here.
No, I purified it earlier.
Where's all my redstone? Is it in? Did he move it into a drawer? Ah,
yes.
Here we go. Alright, so let's get 40 of this. And then there's our magnetic rods. Like, I love the efficiency because we get like half of our input back. I hate the fact that it takes forever. All right, so we're waiting on rods. We'll be back here shortly. All right, our rods are done. We'll just leave the small dust in there. I will combine that and turn it into ingots again later because it's not important right now. It's not important. The only thing that's important is that we get our motors and we get our stuff done. That's all that matters. All right, so there's our 10 motors. Now we're going to take 4 of these. And I believe it is 2 tin cable. And 12 sheets. And we're going to make our 2 conveyors. And we're going to set that right there for right now. Now, I am going to need, I believe, 2 pistons. And I already know not to run the lathe and the metal bender at the same time, so we're just going to throw that in there. And I'm gonna need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. That'll make the small gear and the 2 rods for the piston. And then the robotic arm also needs, looks like 2 steel rods. So we're gonna need another 4. Alright, so we will get these rods made and be right back. Alright, so the first 4 rods are done. We're going to go ahead and get the piston part made while we're waiting for the rest. Sadly, I can't just turn around and put this in the extruder. I would have loved to be able to do that. Save ourselves some rods. We are gonna need more tin cable. Good to know. Alright, well let those finish and get these rods put in place. I actually tried making the pistons inside the workbench. It would not craft right.
Really?
I thought that was interesting. Yep, it straight up would not craft. So I need 2 rods and the cabling. That's there's our wire. Alright, now with the rods and wire, we should be able to actually finish the assembler. We're going to have it, Ryan.
I look forward to this so much, just so I can make 4 circuits plus a diamond, and I can make our Twilight portal.
There is our 2 robotic arms. So I think all I gotta do is assemble the stuff. Okay. So before I pull this out though, we are going to do the very important thing of checking the quest book and making sure we're not missing anything else. Okay, no, we just need this. Excellent. Assembly!
I approve of the quest title.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Now, since rubber only needs like a small amount, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to click this right here. And I'm going to move the rubber machine. Well, I call it the rubber machine. It's actually our extruder. And I'm going to move that down there because I thought it needed more. We're only using it for rubber right now because that's pretty much the only thing you can do with it. And we're going to get that connected and moved. And then we're going to put the assembly machine like right at the top. I know that this isn't like a permanent solution because this is kind of whack how I have it set up. But it's the best I got. So it's what we're going to do. Now, did that connect? It did not. Which is why I brought the wire cutter. And we'll set that to go right there for right now. And we'll put this back in here. And this, we should just have to place like right there. And it's not letting me place it. So I think I'm gonna have to build myself something to stand up there because I'm apparently short.
It's about time you knew how it felt to be like me.
I said I was short. I didn't said I was that small. There we go.
I hate you.
You know, there's a difference between being short and being chibi. Alright, so the assembly machine is hooked up. We do not have a way of making fluids yet. We will need to make ourselves a fluid extractor, Ryan, just so that we can do the various other things with that. Like if I was to take tin cable, for example, I go in here and yeah, I can use the rubber sheet. Okay. Or let's see, what is the rubber requirement? That's silicone rubber. Styrene butane rubber. Wow, there's actually no difference. It's 1 ingot of rubber if you're doing it in the machine. So really, this is only useful to us if we're okay, this is only really useful to us if we're producing the liquid rubber variant via the chemical reactor, which is cheaper because it's just a tiny pile of sulfur with a raw rubber, or we can use 9 rubber and 1 full sulfur to make 9 ingots of it. So it saves sulfur, but that's really all we're saving is sulfur. Okay. Well, we have our assembly machine, Ryan.
Yay!
Make my tree farm. Now. Cracks whip.
I will fucking cut you.
And this is why I can't have nice things. Ha ha! Ha ha! Oh shit. If you guys are wondering, this is where all my XP goes.
Yes, thank you. You got me up to level 25.
This is why I can't have nice things.
Don't know what you're on about, mate.
The abuse. The abuse. And we will put the baubles up in the jazz hand slot. Okay. Alright, so rip my hunger, rip my XP, because I now only have 3 levels. But yeah, that was pretty much it. We were at the stage of getting the assembler made. I wanted to at least get that done on camera. I wonder how many of my deaths are actually from you and Shift. Like, seriously.
No, I think I've killed you twice.
He's killed me at least 2 or 3 times too, I think, at this point. I have another heart. Let's hang that up there. Yay. Alright. So yeah, we'll wrap that up here. And call it a day. That pretty much gives us everything we need, I think. So with that, I am gonna abuse Ryan and tell him to get to work, and he's gonna make ourselves a tree farm, or he's just gonna spend an hour killing me, whichever comes first.
We already know what's gonna happen.
So you guys have a wonderful day, and we'll be back later with probably a longer episode than this. So have a wonderful day. Bye.